Um, Hello, what I'm looking at today is patch 14 beta for Total War Rome 2. And why I'm looking at this is because A, I haven't done anything for ages and ages and ages for Rome Total War, and B, this is almost the Holy Grail attained, this patch. It is that good. It is really that good. Now, I did try this a little bit earlier, and there's just so much that I cannot even begin to cover. So I'll just show you the one thing that is my favourite. Yeah, I think I'll just show you the one thing that's my favourite, because here we have lots and lots of fixes, improvements. So the concentration seems to have been an awful lot of work on improving the AI during sieges. So whether it's the computer attacking you and you're defending, or vice versa, this is possibly, we're now possibly starting to see the fruition of those early statement videos prior to release, where they're saying about the revolutionary AI, and we all laughed at them because it was broken when it was released. Now that these fixes are in, I think we're starting to see the revolutionary AI for what it's supposed to be. The AI will actually hold back its good troops and deploy them. Well, I'll use it intelligently. Yeah, I will use the expression intelligently. But obviously it is still AI. So despite any yeah, so here, Thracian warriors added to Odrysian kingdom garrisons. So I'm actually going to use the Odrysian kingdom, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but to attack a Roman settlement. Don't worry, I will lose, but that's not the point. The point is to show you some of my favourite fixes. Okay, in the game, and what I'm doing, I will give them like 3 towers, couple of ladders, some galleries just for a bit of protection. I will not use the battering ram just because it's easier to show my favourite thing this way, rather than any confusion over having an open gate. So it's the AI, the computer has selected the actual Roman army itself to defend. I have selected this. This is just like as a general purpose assault force. But do not worry, I'm not expecting to win. Even though on battle difficulty normal, I'm still not expecting to win. Okay. This will take a little while to load up probably, because well, it's because I've just rebooted my machine. I had my machine crashed earlier, so I was actually in the process of live streaming this very thing earlier, and then my machine crashed. But I think it was just that it was just generally overheating, because it's like we're having a bit of hot weather these days. So it was a bit of a heat wave, so it was a bit dumb trying to do it in the middle of the day, I think. Okay, so I'll just let this load, and basically what we'll do here, I think I'm deploying this end, aren't I? That's the default. And so no, what am I talking about? I'm up here right now, because I'm not at the riverside. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just deploy here and just do a frontal assault on this section of the city wall. Because obviously I could just simply tell you the stuff that's changed that I like. But like I'm saying, it's like there are just so many changes in this. This is the mother of all updates. We can basically play the actual battles themselves, and I think the battles now are as good or better than any of the previous Total War titles, and that includes my favourite, the original medieval Total War and Viking Invasion. I know Shogun is the original, but in my head, my favourite is the first, should I say, rather than the original, the first medieval, because it played better than all the subsequent. I know everybody compares Rome 2 with Rome 1, and I do understand why they do that. But as far as I'm concerned, if they're wanting it to be the best, then they should compare it with the best rather than just comparing it with the other Rome one. But that's my totally biased opinion. Right, we're getting close. We're getting close. But there are certainly, I can come out of this, can't I? Yeah. Yeah. So that, well, as you can see, this is an insane amount of updating that's been going on. So campaign AI improvements as well. It's not just on the battlefield. Like when the AI is attacking in a siege, they'll make better use of multiple breaches of the wall rather than just all trying to funnel through the one. It's all the things that we wanted fixed, really. Have pretty much been fixed. Some things are probably still a little bit out. It's like it won't be 100% perfect. But by God, the stuff they have got right. This is finally the game that we actually bought. This is the game that this is the reason why we bought the game, was for how this now plays. And that's not an exaggeration. Okay, let's see if we're into the battlefield yet. I should probably not be switching from browser to back to the game as often. As we can see, well, it's still loading. I've still got the egg timer, or the hourglass. My poor machine is creaking away now, so hopefully it's not going to crash again. Otherwise, I'll have to wait for the winter to play it. Yes, because it is still hot in the room. But certainly, as far as changes that have not been done, I suppose we're talking about politics, family tree, that side of things. There's possibly been tweaks to it, but to tell the truth, I've not paid attention to that side of things. I'm aware that lots and lots of people want an overhaul of that side of the game. This has certainly been concentrating. This seems to be this patch seems to be concentrating on getting the actual battles working properly. If there's going to be any changes to the like politics side of things, well, I don't know. It's like, who knows? It's that it's a case. Well, keep lobbying in the forum. It's like, don't get angry about it, but just be persistent and politely requesting. And well, CA have they've been coming good so far. It depends on if this is if this is them actually having to reintroduce it all over again, or if it is that it's simply broken and needs fixed. If it's just simply that it needs a bit of a fix as to why we're not getting it the way we want it, then I would imagine that will be easy. That'd be something that they'll actually work on, no problem. if it means inserting an entire load of new game stuff that they never originally planned to put in, then I don't know. That would be up to Creative Assembly, wouldn't it? Well, or perhaps up to Sega. Well, we know how business works these days, don't we? But certainly, I'm fairly certain, like the guys, well, you know the guys that appear in the videos. Well, I'm saying guys, it's Craig, Will, and the ladies, I suppose. It's Joey, Trish, and some of the other development team and stuff that make their regular appearances. I'm sure that they want to give us what we want. Hey, we're finally in. But it's but all I'm doing is I'm just speculating, just the same as anybody else that frequents the forums. I know I don't really post much these days, but my interest is still there. It's just that I've been waiting on these posts to, these posts, that's if I've not been posting because I've been waiting on these updates coming, and these, because they promised these patches, and now they've been delivering these patches, so they've been good to their word so far. They've not indicated that this is the end of patching. It's just a case of, well, this is the latest patch. I think it's pretty much the longest patch that we've had to wait on. So yes, it's the longest we've had to wait in a patch, I think, but it's the biggest patch we've ever had as well. So. I'll just split these galleries up a bit. Okay, let's just start the battle, because these will take a little while to get there. Just holding down my spacebar to see where the other ones have been targeted.
Ready! Marching order!
Gallery just gives them cover from missile fire.
Follow me!
You know, these little huts on the move. Right, I'll basically give a brief description of, basically, as far as I'm concerned, my favourite change in this update. Is before, what would happen is, if you had someone on the outside, like a unit on the outside, and you're wanting to target an enemy on the inside of the wall, you click on them and your unit would just simply do nothing. It would just stand still. Then in one of the updates, I can't remember which one, that then changed, and who are these guys? Oh, they're slingers. Right, that's why they've got the range. Right, okay. And then, following that, there was a subsequent update that where they would be running around looking for an entrance, even though there were ladders and towers all in place and they could use them. They just simply would refuse to use them. They were looking for an open gatehouse, or an actual full breach of a collapsed wall or something. That's one thing that's not quite right, but could possibly get changed in the future. These guys are not keeping up with their galleries, so they can receive fire until they get back under their gallery again. Right.
Stop! Hoplites! Thracian nobles! Get grenades! Battle grenades!
Well, let's bring these guys up. Take off skirmish mode. And get these guys right in there for covering fire. Now, one thing that I have noticed, hang on, these guys are stuck, aren't they?
Thracian nobles! Stay from bleed! Take your heads!
Right. Men are wavering, yeah, whatever. I'm not trying to win the fight. Oh, come on! Thank you. That's my mouse playing up. It's right, so I can just disengage these guys.
Ready! As you command!
Now, you have to wait until the ladder is clear. Oh, Velites, what are you up to? You have to wait until the ladder's clear or the tower's clear before they will actually use them. But I can now click on an enemy unit on the inside.
Quick march!
I'll just run them in.
Spear infantry! At your command!
See, that tower is clear. That tower is clear. Let's give them an attack for this Praetorian Guard. So they should now look for the closest place to actually attack. And similarly, I'll disengage these. And we'll get them to attack Praetorian Guard as well.
By your command! At your service!
Just for sake of speed, let's see where they go. You see, because they might now change where they're going to actually go, depending on where that unit now is inside. Because originally they looked like they were going to go up to use the tower, but now they're going to use the ladder because that's now closest to the unit that they're being assigned to attack, because they've now moved position. And so here we'll have these guys streaming over. And just for argument's sake, I'll get these guys to attack those Praetorians. So in theory they should now use that tower.
Back, withdraw! Hoplites!
See, but here inside, how the enemy AI are deploying, they're making full use of their different unit types and keeping. Oh, the gate was open. Oh, good for them. Well, let's attack the auxiliary infantry instead then. Right, because the gate was rushed, then they're going in the gate.
We'll kill them all!
Now, I'm curious to see if they go in the gate or not. Looks like they're heading for the ladders.
By your command!
And now, like I say, I'm not trying to win this battle. I'm just looking at how they're responding to me giving orders, like clicking on an enemy unit and actually heading straight for them. Well, they're almost wanting to get there. I wonder if that's because they're under missile fire or what. Oh, hang on, no. It's because the enemy unit is defeated. So they do not have a target to go to. Right. So if I give them the Syrian archers, where will they go? And they're now moving along to the... No, they're going up. Right, so they're going to go up and straight over. Right, so what I'm going to do I'm going to actually activate everybody and tell them to attack, say, these archers here.
Melee warriors!
And now we'll see the units that are on the outside, how they navigate when there's multiple units trying to actually get to that one target. This is something I've not actually tried before. Well, I did try it in the previous stream that crashed, but I never saw how it turned out. But look at that, huh? They're using all available ladders, towers, and they're heading up the tower. Even running through the gate if the gate opens. These guys, the slingers, they've still got ammo, so they're probably positioning to actually fire over the wall.
Thracian nobles!
Again, here we are. And it's that AI pathfinding that is making all the difference. See, because the slingers now, they couldn't get I think they couldn't get line of sight, so they're waiting to go up. But meanwhile, the Romans in response, see, they're keeping back their elite units for protecting the objective. Whereas here, these are the okay. So let's just bunch up and see how we approach. Let's just go for it. Let's go for it and see what happens. It's a case of pathfinding and seeing how the enemy AI responds to our mass assault. You know, it's not just about how it responds to my commands, but it's how the enemy... Oh! Straight into the slingers. Nasty, nasty. Yeah, because here, Triarii, yeah, it's Praetorians, yeah, missile cav, missile. So they've certainly got a good solid defence already. Let's just all target, maybe let's all target the general perhaps, something like that. Because like I'm saying, this is not about me trying to win the battle, this is about me looking at where the units are going, how the AI is responding to my commands, A, for my units, and B, how the enemy is positioning itself in order to tackle that. And so, in relative terms, it's relatively intelligent what it's doing. In fact, it's more intelligent than a lot of players I've come across. But okay, I'm about to get slaughtered because my men are tired and those units are heavy. You know, they've kept some rather tasty heavy units here. But if I can take out their general, that might sway it a little bit. But I would not hold your breath. Because although it's showing as 50-50, you know, all my units are ready to fold in real terms. Oops, got my keys round the wrong way, sorry about that. But there's, as you can see, thoroughly slaughtered. Now, in the good old days, you could go around and just mosh pit everybody and go around and just chunk them off unit by unit. But even when you try to do that now, the enemy AI is responsive to which units you're sending where, and so it looks like it's actually using a proper sort of traditional rock paper scissors to attack your units properly with the appropriate units to take you out. I'll describe it as lovely stuff. Like I'm saying, I cannot really sing the praises enough of a Creative Assembly in what they've done with this patch. So if you've never actually installed a beta patch before, this would be a very good time to try it out. But it'll become an official patch soon enough anyway. Because this is just awesome, really awesome. I've never actually tried to review naval warfare, so that might be just as glitched as ever before. But certainly, I do not know. But certainly, land battles have arrived. There is almost no words to describe. This is what we were wanting at release. Is what we now got. It's still not perfect. I'm sure of that. But equally, it's as perfect as we can as you'd expect any modern game to be. Let's quit the game and see what happens. Oh, if I quit the game, the stream will go black, won't it? But it's not letting me bring up the... Okay. It's not letting me bring it up. Because I've got access to the bar, that's why. Okay. I'll leave it there. It is, as far as land battles go, siege battles go, this is the awesomeness that we were all wanting. Naval battles, I do not know if there have been any changes. It's not letting me... It's not letting me see. The overlay seems to have... oh, what the hell? Anyway, yeah, certainly, as far as future updates, Creative Assembly have not mentioned that as far as I could see, anything to indicate that this is the last patch, so exactly what will be in future patches, we can only guess. Might be, so naval battles, I do not know if they've been changed or not. Politics, family tree, I mean, like the every campaigner's wish list items. I simply do not know what is considered broken and what's considered just simply a difference in the game compared to previous titles. But I suppose that's Creative Assembly's right to keep that close to their chest, because they've been good to their word so far, so I've got full faith in them to continue on the track they've been on. But that having been said, it will not hurt to actually politely lobby them in the forums for the stuff that we still want. And I'll leave